As the high goes down for the Oklahoma Sooners from this past week's epic victory over Alabama, we're going to have to dive into some of these awards that were handed out. I told you I was coming from the last video. Apologize for being so late. I'm traveling. As you can see, I am now in enemy territory. Pray for your boy. But we're going to jump into a few awards that came down the line and why I feel like they're so significant, especially the defense, because some of these rankings may shock you, but it damn sure didn't shock me. So let's dive into that. Before we do that, welcome to Unfair Sports. I'm your host, Jay. Thank y'all for pulling up to the channel. This video is sponsored by our partners over at PrizePicks. They are hooking you up. Use our code UNFAIR and get $50 instantly whenever you play your first $5 lineup. Go to PrizePicks.com to use code UNFAIR. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports made easy. Let's jump right into it, man. I don't even want to bury the lead. This past weekend's game was massive. All of you are still celebrating. And I'm going to say this. So is the SEC. So is national awards groups. Everything. You name it. We're starting to see our name pop up in all of that stuff. And we've got to give our roses. I'm going to start off with this one. Someone dropped in the comments, and I totally understand why they said this. But if you had watched my last video, which is probably on the screen now in the top corner, or you'll see it at the end, when I talked about the BV press conference, you started seeing awards coming down the line. And one of them that wasn't mentioned by me was that BV got Coach of the Week. Well, I want to talk about it more so here because not only did Brent Venables get the Coach of the Week, the Dodd Award, that is the Dodd Trophy Coach of the Week. Not only did he get that, but Cheez-It gave us the National Team of the Week award. And the players got some individuals. We'll go through each individual award in a second. But one big one that jumped out to me, because this really builds off of what Brent Venables has done, is this. Zac Alley is nominated for the Broyles Award. So, for the uninitiated, the Broyles Award goes to one of the nation's top coordinators. And Zac Alley is now a nominee on that list. Why? Because Zac Alley, the truth. So, and a buddy of mine told me this. He kept his eye kind of on the game, started to pay attention to some of the stuff. And one thing he noticed, I got to go back and verify, but he noticed that Brent Venables did not spend much time in the defensive huddles. Typically, BV's hands is in all of that stuff. He wasn't. He was focused on game time management, working with everybody. And Zac Alley was running that thing. And what did you see? Zac Alley ran that thing. So because of that, the defense looked really good with Zac Alley running it. And as we evolve and get more and more of the players that we need to run the scheme to its full potential, growth. And let me tell y'all how I saw this growth out of it. Again, I said at the beginning of the video, some of y'all might be shocked. Your boy ain't. Why am I not surprised? Because my expectation that Oklahoma was going to end up finishing the season with a top 10-ish defense, because that is the natural evolution of what Brent Venables does. So, of course, what do? You know, the usual thing. I go look at the rankings. So I went to ESPN's FPI in defense efficiency. Guess where Oklahoma is rated nationally on defense efficiency? Yeah, you got it. 6th. Defense efficiency takes in account of everything that your team does and who they play against. Does adjustments from there. Pick 6 previews. Their top rush defenses through 13 per play opponent adjusted. Oklahoma is the number 2 rushing defense in the country right now, especially playing against a very good team that we just did in Alabama, who runs the ball typically very well. Top defenses through week 13 in P4 per play opponent adjusted. Oklahoma is the number 4 defense in the country. A lot of the advanced metrics go in favor of Oklahoma, and there's one thing to even add to that part of it, and this is the part that really jumps out to your boy the most. Our last 3 games, we have given up less than 300 yards. Maine, Missouri, Alabama. It's wrapping up here at the end, and those were games where the offense did a really good job of controlling the ball until in the main game, in the fourth quarter, we decided to get the ball up a lot. But you notice that the defense progression has gotten good. 5 games this season where we've only given up 300 yards or less. Yeah, the defense is legit. And don't worry, it's going to get better next season. But let's look at some of these Players Awards because we've got to go ahead and celebrate some of them, especially one funny one. Our guy, Fabichi Wewu, got done a little dirty. We'll dive into that in a second. But first, I want to shout out to our partners over at PrizePicks. They are taking care of you. The most fun I've had playing daily fantasy sport this season. The best part is available in over 30 states, including Oklahoma, Georgia, California, Texas. But Oklahoma has this, so you can definitely check it out. Link in the description below. You can sign up, use our code UNFAIR, and they're going to give you $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And there'll be some up there for LSU, but all you got to do, the instructions are easy. Pick 2 or more players. Pick more or less on their statistics. Like last week, I picked less for Ryan Williams on his 51 yards. And same thing with Jalen Milroe at under 200 passing, less than in passing yards at 200 for Jalen Milroe. We hit. So definitely something for you to check out. And you can get into the game. They make it very simple. Check them out. Go to prizepicks.com and use our code UNFAIR to receive a guaranteed $50 once you play your first $5 lineup. PrizePicks, daily fantasy sports, made easy. From here, a couple of awards we got to talk about. First and foremost, R. Mason Thomas got himself. We got Coach of the Week. We got Team of the Week. From there, you got Danny Stutzman landing on the Buckets Award finalist this time. He got snubbed last year. Looks like he's in there, in that thing this year. Over 100 career tackles each season, the last 3 seasons for Stutzman. 100 tackles this season so far, and combines with his tackles as well as assists. He also, you got R. Mason Thomas. He ended up with Lineman of the Week in the SEC. So that's another one. Remember, we had him. He's won it before. You had Grayson Halton win it. Yeah, we're racking up SEC awards, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But that Fabichi Wewu one, it's hilarious. Freshman of the Week was definitely Xavier Robinson. Much deserved after that 100-yard performance against Alabama. He was the spark plug. Him and Jackson Arnold ate against Bama, just moving furniture nonstop. Fabichi Wewu, though. Fabichi Wewu got Lineman of the Week, which was kind of crazy because the video that was leveraged when Fabichi got that award is the one he got blew up on when Xavier Robinson scored that touchdown. Yeah, it was bad. Went back and watched it, and I'm just cracking up. I'm like, dang, they did our boy dirty. But hey, you know what matters? Is we got it. That's all that matters. But the offensive line is growing. We're seeing SEC awards come our direction. We're seeing the team continue to grow. We've won 6 SEC weekly awards this season. 6. Tyler Keltner got one with special teams. Grayson Halton got it. You got Kip Lewis got it, Defensive Player of the Week, when he did his Kip 6 against Bama. But then R. Mason Thomas got this one because not only did he get that sack, but that disruptive hit gave Woody Washington that interception again. So, yeah, man. All I got to say is the defense is doing what I told y'all they would do this year. And shout out to Brent Venables because he's building it the exact way he wants it. He's getting him and his staff is getting the players they need. Now we need a home run hire at offensive coordinator. A lot more news have come out from that, from a lot of different outlets. I'm going to tell y'all this. I anticipate an announcement after LSU. So I'm going to hold my horses and wait because early signing day is on Wednesday. And this class is probably going to shift around just a smidget, but not too bad. So keep your eyes out for that. Let me know what y'all think. Hop in the comments. Let your boy know your thoughts. How y'all feel about these awards? Sooners are winning. How do you feel about Oklahoma out here, showing they behind? Love to hear from you all. All right. We'll have another video coming up. I want to talk to y'all about the roster because before LSU, I need to prepare y'all. I do need to prepare y'all, prime y'all up because, yeah, it's going to be a very interesting couple of weeks. So we'll dive into that probably tomorrow. Give y'all something to watch over Thanksgiving. Hope you have Thanksgiving if I don't see y'all before then. And yeah, we'll chop it up soon. Peace.